WJZ investigator Mike Helgren is live at the scene. He has some new information on the salvage and recovery efforts. Amazing to see that ship move through, Mike.
It certainly was, Denise, and right now it's very misty out here, as you can see. This noon, we're getting our first look via advanced sonar images showing the river bed and the Dali resting on the floor of it. Despite the rain, cleanup continues at the site of the Key Bridge collapse, and there are signs of hope. The tugboat Crystal Coast pushed a barge carrying jet fuel to Dover Air Force Base through a channel that opened, allowing some vessels a way to pass around the disaster site. This is the first of many, and crews are working to open 2 more deeper channels to relieve pressure on some of those vessels trapped at the Port of Baltimore. But challenges persist.
What we're finding is it is more complicated than we had hoped for initially. Below the waterline, along the bottom, is very challenging because these girders are essentially tangled together, intertwined, making it very difficult to figure out where you need to eventually cut so that we can make that into more manageable sizes to lift them from the waterway.
The Navy just released these sonar images of the Dali, the cargo ship that slammed into the bridge, resting on the bottom of the Patapsco River where the bridge once stood. Divers are using a device known as Coda Octopus and working in virtual darkness. The command describes their view as similar to driving through a heavy snowfall at night with high beam headlights on. The divers are guided by voice.
We've taken some precautions, put out 4 anchors on the stern of the vessel to make sure that it's not going to move in a storm.
The federal government is footing the bill for the cleanup. The Dali's owner argued in federal court they should not be held responsible for damages, but if they are, those damages should be limited to the value of the ship, a little more than $43 million. The Small Business Administration is working to assist those left reeling financially from the tragedy.
It's a whole-of-government approach. The Small Business Administration also declared a disaster, which is going to free up some loans for small businesses. And we are looking at everything we can do to make sure that workers also have the protections that they need.
Now, the credit rating agency Morningstar estimates this could become the most expensive marine insured disaster in history at $2 to $4 billion, surpassing the Costa Concordia tragedy. We are expecting an update from the governor at 3 o'clock this afternoon. We'll stream it live on CBS News Baltimore. For now, we're live in Dundalk. Mike Helgren, WJZ.